Yeah, good afternoon everyone. I'm audible. Is it audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I think yesterday I told we finished our model number 2 completely with the help of signal program, last topic. So if you have any doubt, you can ask, or else let me go and solve few more problems based on signal program, like revision oriented. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll go with the new model. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anybody have doubts regarding the topics what we covered yesterday? So the last part. So if you have, you can ask. Otherwise, let me move on with the next problem. So let's keep like a revision class today. So you already got how to solve a signal program, that is nothing but match and gain formula. So still, if you find any difficulties to understand any concept like non-touching loops or finding data case, you can clear out. Because today I'm not going to tell anything. I want you to analyze and tell me. I'll just help you out. Okay. So if you're able to solve the problems what you do today, that will be like complete 20 marks revision point. Is it okay? Shall I proceed? Shall I proceed, guys?
Yes, sir.
So let me share the screen. Just check out. Is it visible? Share screen visible, yeah? Yola, is it visible? Is this PDF visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So all complete signal flow graph. Okay. So yesterday we went through with the concept where given. So at the beginning of this chapter, as I told, so there is a signal program to be drawn, variable is block diagram. So that we already covered, right? So it's same continuation. Given diagram, block diagram, you're supposed to write a signal program. So from there, same concept you are supposed to follow to go ahead with to find your transfer function. Okay. So let's move on with the things what we learned yesterday. So this is what the things we solved yesterday. So problem number 1. So we were able to write a signal program. Then we got to know how to find the individual loops and we told clearly loops how to find. So starting point, ending point should be same, and you should not make touching of any node branch twice. So that should be remembering. So with that, we solved a few problems. So we can clearly mention many branch path and they are given the blocks instead of giving G1, G2, they are given as A and B. So whatever the question is there, just stick on with the procedure. And for this is we plotted, and we got to know that how many loops we have. So I told clearly how to find the loops, correct? The loop 1, go part. You can see the cursor here 1, 1, A, 1, 1. So ending at the same node. Starting node, ending node should be same. One more loop. So you can trace a path however you want, but make sure it's not touched twice. So from that logic, we got to know there are 5 loops, and we got L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. All the loops covers all the loops of touching. right? So if you compare L1 with L2 touching L1 with L3, then same way others also. So then we went through with finding delta 1, delta 2. So you can look at here. So part 1. So T1 is this. So for this, any loops which are not touching was the logic. So it says no. That all the values of delta 1, 2, 3, 4 will be equals to 1. Substitution is done to get the answer. So this was the thing what we covered. So let me give one. So I want you to solve this. Yeah. So obtain the transfer function for the given block diagram using Mansion gain formula. Read the question completely. Mansion gain formula. Right? Yes. Solve this. So let me see. Let me give time for you. So can anyone tell me how many nodes you have? So I told you how to count the number of nodes, right? So with help of your what? The summing point as well as your breakaway point. So don't consider the blocks G1, G2, G3 as a node. That is a branch path, what you can consider, or a branch gain, or a path gain, what you can consider between the nodes. So how many nodes you have, guys? How many nodes? How many? 6, sir?
6, sir.
Excluding input output, you're telling? Excluding input output, excluding this RS and CS. So remaining part are 6. Okay, let's
Yes,
count
sir.
that. You can look at here. So summing point here, summing point 1, 2, 3. Then breakaway point 1, 2, 3. So totally 6. So if we say input output also, it becomes 8. So that is what the number of nodes you have. Good. So first procedure is done. So then find out the number of individual loops. So before that, you join everything. So let me copy this question and paste. Will have the paint what I pasted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the markation, how we did yesterday, same thing. So you can call this as node 1 and node 2. So how the diagram is there, same way you try to plot. It will be useful for you. So 3. If you want, we can take this as a 4. It's your wish. So 5 and 6. So these are the 6 nodes what I have excluding my input and output. So this is your first target. So identify this. So then try to write a node markation. So how the markation is there? So input is here. Okay. So for this I am connecting node 1, then node 2, then node 3, node 4. So 4 are here, and here you can represent the output part. So output C of S will be there, and input R of S you can consider. So this is your input part. So our diagram is given same way you try to represent this. So R of S. So here C of S. So below this, so there are 2 nodes you can see 5 and 6. So you can mark by giving sufficient space 5 and 6. Okay. So now we can make the connections. And we can check out what are the possible things we can name it. So if this is the input part, any of feedback paths will be 1 only. And what is a junction between 1 and 2 summing point? So there is G1. Yes, good. Next, tell me, keep telling. So between 2 and 3 you have
G2.
Good. Next, 3 and 4
G3.
G3. And again last is having nothing, means is understood is having 1. Okay na? Okay. So then intermediate signals we will try to connect now. So you tell me what are the intermediate connections now? You can see 5 and 6 node are connected to H2. So this is my connection between these two, correct? So you should connect this to with H2, and look at the direction, guys. It should be H indicates what? It's a feedback, means I should connect the arrow mark inside. And they are not given any negative feedbacks values. Are they given?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can see a center one H2 is having positive, correct? Because no positive negative either side. But if you look at this H3, is it minus? So I should write H3 as minus H3, whereas H1 H2 remains positive only. Agree, everyone? Is it okay, guys? Any doubts anywhere till here? So I hope everyone can able to understand, right? So just mention the nodes like your summing point and breakaway point, we did connection. So now we'll try to join the connections. So you can look at here, this is pi, right? So you'll just mark for your reference. So this is pi to compare with the block diagram. So this is 6. So you tell me what are the connections involved for pi. So phi is going for, see, if you mark the number like this, it will be helpful for you to do the connection. So from 5 to 1. So this is 1, right? So you can connect here. So if you want, you'll mark it everything, then we'll proceed. 1, 2. I hope if you mark the things like this, it will be easy. And connection, you won't make mistakes also. So 4, 5, 6, major part to mark it. So 5 to 1 connection is there. How the arrow mark should be? It's a feedback. So since it is minus here, I need to represent minus H3. I hope you're understanding, right? If anybody have doubt, you can ask, guys. Good. So any other connections is there for 5? Look at the diagram and tell me. 5 to
3.
Good. So I should connect from 5 to 3. So this connection is given with arrow mark going towards that, because arrow mark is there, and the value is what now? What is the value? What is the gain for this?
-1.
Good. So because of that minus, you can see here. So minus is there. It means there is a negative gain, -1. Good. So connection of 5 is over. So look at the 6 and tell me. So connection for 6. 6 is going to given for.
Second one, sir. Summing point.
4. 1 here, this side is 4. Correct? So what is the value you can consider? So you can consider the value and direction, input or to output, or output to input.
Output to input, sir.
Good. So since it's a feedback part, don't mention. See, that is what going to happen in the exam. Since they're not mentioned, you will make a mess. So always remember, whenever
H1.
So whenever they are given the feedback path, you can represent the arrow mark from output to input. Okay, again from 6 to 2 connection is there. So there is a jump. You can see jump is there, means there should not be any connection between this and this. So you can give a jump and you can connect like this. So this is also having value
-1.
So all this act like a feedback path. Good. So we have finished the connections for 5, 6. Everything is done. So is that's all? Anything left out, guys? Intermediate signal, everything is connected. So left out connection was 5 to 6. That is also finished. Is this your signal flow graph? See, alignment, I told you it's left to you. Uniqueness is not there to write any signal flow graph. You can write 5, 6 above also. Since the diagram, block diagram was given below, how it is, same way to mention. So if you want to make this as a curve or a straight line, it's left to you. Whether you want to connect this to this as a say, you can connect the things like this also. So we made 1 to 5. You can connect 1 to 5 exact straight line. You can connect 4 to 6 exact straight line. It's left to you. So again, 5 to 3 also you can connect with straight line. 6 to 2 also you can connect with a straight line. So that's why I told there is no uniqueness. So unique signal flow graph is not there. You can represent however you want. If you want, you can give curve. If you want, you can give straight line. However alignment you want, you can make. So I hope everyone got an idea how to write a signal flow graph from the given block diagram. Am I clear? Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now tell me how many forward paths you have.
1,
How
sir.
many forward paths? So you have only one. So everyone agree there is only one forward path, guys. Forward path means what?
Yes.
Input to output. So you can see remaining all feedback paths only all are coming from output to input. So the only one is the straight one. So from input 1, G1, G2, G3, 1. So simply we can write G1, G2, G3. Hence this is your only one feedback path. So it means K is also equal to 1. Is it okay with the step number 2 after writing signal flow graph? Right. How to identify the individual loops. So I told individual loops means it's a closed path and you can check the combination. It should not touch. Pardon? Someone told something? Yeah. So loops, how many loops you can find? Closed path. So starting point, ending point should be same and you should make sure that it's not going to touch once more.
Four, sir.
You have 4 loops. Okay, let's try to write one by one and we'll come to know how many loops you have. Okay. So according to you, H1, H2, H3 are the first 3. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's try to trace it here. So let me write in dotted line. Then we can go with writing the links separately. Yeah. So which is the first one? So where is H1? H1 is here. So starting point, ending point means if I start at G2, G2, G3 followed by H1 followed by -1 and ending at G2. So this is your first one here. Is it okay? G1, G2 followed by H1 followed by -1 and ending back at the same position. So you can now name it as G2. So node will be there. You can mark the node connection, guys. So in between there is G3. So then we can connect H1 here. Then there is one more path. So this can be one node, right? So here this connection, one node, and here it is having -1. So is it your L1? Everyone agree?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now tell me L2. L2 means H2 concept. Correct, Appa? So H2, where you will start? Will you start from G1? So the green color, what I am tracing. I will put dotted line. So look at here, G1. So G2, I am tracing. I am following the path of H1 also. Then it comes to H2. Then even it is going with -H3 and ending back. Is it your loop number 2? Agree?
Yes, sir.
So let me trace that. So just check out, is it like this? So is it like this? So we'll mark the nodes, guys. So here one node, here one node, here one node is there, and here also one node. So you can connect this as. See, if anybody have doubts, you can ask. If you simply see the things what I'm writing, you cannot understand. Try to implement on the paper along with me. So analyze the problem. See, if you see the questions straight away, then you'll feel the difficulty. So try to write on the paper. If it is wrong also, nothing will happen. Dump it on the paper once. So H1 is there. So here you can see our diagram is the same way I'm replicating. Here a node, here a node. So here you can find there is H2. And again, that is going to end with -H3. So is this your loop 2, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So loop 2 over. Okay. So loop 3.
From
G3
node
Loop
3.
3. So loop 3, it is having H3, na? We will go with H3. Already H3 is over.
No,
Which
sir.
is loop 3?
From
G3.
node 3.
Good.
Yes.
G3, then
H1,
H1, then H2, then minus H1. Is it so? Or this path? If you go in this way, it is tracing once more. So repeat G3, H1. Tell here, you told something, right? G3, H1, then H2.
H2.
Okay.
-1 loop.
This one ending back. Correct? So let me trace that right here. So G3 is here, H1 is here, H2 is here, then -1. It is coming back to this. So you can make a curve or you can write things however you want. If you write the things in a curvy way, we can just mention the nodes. So here is one node and here is one node. So in between this, there is G3, correct? So then in between this, I should connect one more node, which is having H1, okay? And here I have one more node, H2. So this is why I told there is no unique diagram for the signal flow. You can plot however you want. This is H2 and ending back at -1. This is how loop 3 look like, guys. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Someone told one more is there. Which is that?
Sir, that was repeated loops.
Okay, na? See, I told right. Same path should not be traced, or same node should not touch twice. So starting point, ending point should be same. So is this three possibilities what we can get for the individual loops? Everyone agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have covered individual loops L1, L2, L3. So what is the next procedure to find the next thing in match and game?
Delta.
Good. So to find delta, we have formula, guys. So formula says 1 minus, so summation of all your individual loops plus summation of all the two non-touching loops. So now tell me, do we have any non-touching loops here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So you have L1, L2, L3. So non-touching loops, compare L1 with L2. So G3, G2, G2 is touching. Compare L1 with L3, G3 is there, G3 is touching. Similarly, compare with your L2 and L1 and L3. So there is no possibility, right? Is it okay? Yeah?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay, now I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I told, compare, see, the logic to find non-touching loop is what? By comparing the things, that's it, right? So the comparison tells L1 with L2, L1 with L3. Any non-touching loops or possibilities are there? So no. So same way I compare with L2, L3, no. Then we can conclude that, so we can have a formula for delta as what? Delta is equals to 1 minus, so summation of all the individual loops. So it is L1 plus L2 plus L3. So remaining non-touching loop concept is not there. So we can conclude this itself is a delta. So you have answer for everything, right? So L1 answer is what here? So it says minus G2, G3, H1. Cut upon.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, L2 answer is what, guys? G1, G2, G3, H1, H2 minus H3. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And last L3 is minus G3 minus H1, H2. Okay, na? So substitute all this answer here and subtract with 1 minus, you're going to get delta answer. So we have completed one part of your things, and TK, T1 is also done. So what's the last part we have to check out?
Delta 1.
Delta 1. So forward path 1, is it touching any loops or not?
No, sir.
Touching.
So it is touching all the loops. So we can conclude that delta 1 remains 1 only. Agree, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So I hope everyone got the logic now, how to calculate the problem. So from that you can conclude the problem with the formula C of S by R of S is equals to T1 into delta 1 divided by delta. So if you calculate that, you are going to get the answer as G1, G2, G3 whole divided by 1 plus G2, G3, H1 plus G3, H1, H2 plus G1, G2, G3, H1, H2, H3. I'll show the answer. So is it understood or not, everyone?
Sir.
Understood, sir.
Yeah, I will just show the answer for you guys. So look at the problem what I solved just now. So this was the first step. So I told you clearly, if you feel, if you got and practice at how to write a signal flow graph, we can directly write instead of marking notes. Still, if you feel difficulty to mark the signal flow graph means, I told you, right? So you can mark this, see, numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however you want to do, that is not a big thing. Only thing is the connection should be proper, however it is given in the block diagram. So markation of nodes with the numbering left to you, then find the number of paths, then find the individual loops, then check out the delta value, and non-touching loops are not available, so you can conclude delta, and to find delta 1 you wrote it is equals to 1. So because the forward path 1, that is G1, G2, G3 is touching all the loops. So if it was not touching any loops, you could have considered that loop. So hence we conclude delta 1 is equal to 1. So after simplifying, this is the answer. So any doubts, anyone till here, you can ask. Any doubts, guys, till here?
No, sir.
Good. So now I will solve you one more different type of problem. So in this, there was 2 sub questions. So the marks may vary from 10 to 12, or it may go to 16 also, as you already seen. So let's go with that problem. Let's move on. Look at the question carefully. For the signal flow graph, see they already given signal flow graph for you. You're supposed to find the transfer function by 2 technique. One is by applying a block diagram reduction technique, and second one, verify the result using Mansion gain formula. So it means whatever the answer you are going to get using block diagram, you're supposed to get same thing using Mansion gain also. That is what the thing we are going to solve in this problem. Have you got the question first of all? Have you got the question, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I told you, so this one problem will tell you a complete concept of signal flow graph. So try to solve such type of problem where you can cover all the concept of signal flow graph. So here block diagram concept is also like done revision. So they are telling clearly by seeing, see till now what we used to do, we used to give a block diagram, from that we did a signal flow graph. Now reverse concept. Signal flow graph is given, for that you need to write a block diagram, then apply the reduction technique, you get the transfer function. That answer you keep it as equation number 1. Second category, how we used to solve your signal flow graph normally, go with the same flow, get the answer and check out whether the answers are matching. It has to match because techniques are different but answer should remain same. Is it okay? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's take with the first one. So let me copy this question there. This is a given signal flow graph for you guys. Okay. So now for this we are supposed to plot a block diagram. I think at the beginning we went through with the concept of conversion from block diagram to signal flow graph and signal to block diagram. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
So can anyone tell me how to write a block diagram for this given signal flow graph? What is the procedure?
Marking the nodes and summing points.
Good. So marking the nodes and summing points. Okay. So how will you consider the summing point is given here only? This we already done. I want answers from your side. It's like revision of your signal flow graph along with block diagram concept also. So what all things we can do, guys? So this is a question. So from this question, what all things we can do? See, you can't judge how many summing points you needed without having a state variable equation. Agree? Yes or no? So I hope you remember
Yes.
you wrote something called variable equation at the beginning of a chapter. See, if you know variable equation, then only you can judge how many signal flow graph, how many summing points are required. Any of blocks you can consider easily, but to trace the summing point with respect to that, you need to analyze. See, you got one hint also from by seeing diagram. How many feedback paths you can find, guys?
3, sir.
So it means you should have 3 summing point. That is one hint.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? See, wherever feedback comes, it means there should be summing point. So that is a one int you should be remembering. So H1 here I can place one summing point. H2 here I can place one summing point, and H3 here I can place one summing point. So in between the things what else are there, that can be easily written. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So before going for that, so once we got this 3 summing points are there, so let's try to mark the nodes and try to write a variable equation. See, you can write the diagram directly also, but try to represent the variable equation, because few textbooks they have mentioned that you are supposed to write a variable equation also. So nothing going to be lost in this, just one extra step, that's all. So just take this as node 1. So x1, x2, you can name it whichever variable you want, it's just a variable equation you are writing. So then this is x3, and here x4 and x5. So that's all. So don't mention any output part. Our diagram is there, likewise you are representing. Okay. So now assume that, see, by seeing this diagram, we can directly write the block diagram, not an issue with that. So if they ask you to get the variable equation also, then what is the procedure you're supposed to follow? Because we are written from state variable how to write a signal flow graph. So there can be a vice versa also, right? Because just now we did block diagram to signal flow graph to block diagram. Similarly, from variable they may ask you to write signal, or from signal flow graph they may ask you to write variable equation. So assume that for this example they would have asked you to write a variable equation. So how to write a variable equation, let me know. So what is x1 equals to? How many nodes you have? That many variable equations should be written. Correct now? So x1, x2, I hope you remember this, right? x3, x4 and x5. Am I clear, guys? What I am telling? Everyone understanding? Is it okay till here? How many nodes you have? That many variable expression you are supposed to write. We wrote in the diagram x1 to x5. So corresponding equation you should tell me now. Yes. So what is x1 equals to? How to write equation? What is x1 equals to? Look at diagram and tell me. You remember, right? Input, outgoing and incoming part.
Minus H3 plus 1, sir.
Minus H3 plus
Plus
1.
1.
For x1, tell me how many nodes are leaving and entering here.
2 are entering and 1 is
So
leaving.
this is entering. Let me change the color. See, I want to write equation for this, correct? See, understand the variable. So what we did intermediate also will get to know. Okay. So just understand that for x1, your R of s into 1 is entering, correct? And minus h3 from x5 is entering. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Correct? And this leaving. So whenever you find leaving, it is like a intermediate signal. Whenever you write x2 equation, that time you are supposed to consider this. I hope you remember the thing what we wrote in the variable equation. So just write the things that are entering for x1. So we can conclude it as R of s, entering part I am talking, okay? R of s is entering, and this from x5 minus h3 is entering. So I can write minus x5 into h3. Is it a first equation? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Always we need to write a variable equation for the entering things. So leaving means it will be like intermediate. So that will be like entering for next node. So you can consider that time. So now you tell me the expression for x2. Let me see. x2 equation. Entering. You worry about the entering part.
G1.
X1 G1
X1 G1, good. X1 G1,
mi-
good.
minus H1 X3.
Minus H1 X3. Understood here, everyone? Whenever write a variable equation, you should consider only about the what? Entering for that
Entering.
particular node. See, this X2 is having X1 with an intermediate signal. I think this is G1, no?
Yes, sir. G1.
Yeah, G1. You can look at here. So between X2 and X1, there is G1. That is what comes here. So this is what the thing you analyze. So this equation was given. You have written the signal program earlier. So if anybody want me to repeat, you consider the node equation or variable equation, whichever things are entering for that node. Okay, let's proceed for X3. For X3 entering thing, only entering.
Minus G2 X3.
Is it minus?
X2 G.
Only positive, no, yeah, there is no
X2
minus.
G2.
So I can write X3 as X2 G2.
G2.
Agree? Entering point for X3 is only one. Remaining or leaving only. Correct, Appa? Okay, good. X4? For X4 entering.
X3
X3.
G3.
X3
Plus
G3.
G3
Good.
plus X3 G2.
X3
X3
G5.
G3 plus X3
Plus
G5. Good. Entering
X3
point.
G5.
Okay. Then
Minus
Minus
X5 H2.
minus X5.
H2.
I hope everyone got the logic now. How to write a state variable equation if the signal flow graph is given for you guys? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. So
Yes,
last
sir.
one, X5. Conclude with X5 now.
Sir, can you
What is
repeat
X5?
that?
Which one, ma? X4 you want me to repeat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will repeat. So X1, X2, X3, okay na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming to X4, look at this X4. Look at here. This is X4 node, right? So check nodes, how many branches are entering here? So from this G3, X3 entering, X3 also entering. Sorry, X4 alva. Is it X4? No, it's X3 only. X3, correct? Yeah? So G3, X3 is entering. G5, X3 is, which is one more thing entering here. Look at here. So from X5 entering. So you have three entering point for X4. So X4 is like this. Three entering points. Agree? Agree?
Yes, sir.
That is what we wrote here. So first entering point G3 X3. So second entering point G5 X3 and last entering point X5 and H2. Since it is having minus, we wrote minus X5 H2. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you have a doubt, you just mark the notes like this, what I showed here, guys. So like this, you can check only the entering part you need to worry. So leaving part is like a entering for other node. So that is why I told worry about the entering part. Okay, conclude with X5 now. Which is the thing entering?
X4 G4.
So only one. You can see here only this part is entering. So you can conclude X5 is nothing but
X4 G4.
X4 G4. Artha aita? Is it okay to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you have one more output C of S also. See what all things I wrote, it's all our outputs only. X1, X2, X3 is all output. Similarly, after 5 nodes, you have one more last node called output part. So what is C of S, guys? C of S is equals to, what is entering for C of S?
X5.
1.
X5, 1 is a path gain. So I can multiply X5 into 1. So it become X5. Understood? Yes or no, yeah? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
See, actually,
Yes.
ultimate goal is this. I wanted output is equal to x of 5. Then you want reverse engineering concept. If you want x5, I need to write a formula for that. It is x4, x5. Again, question mark from what is x4? For that, we wrote a formula. In that, x3 will come again formula for x3. X2 will come x2 formula. X1 will come x1 formula. I hope you got logic now. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So actually I told this is not required for this corresponding problem, but if they ask you to write a state variable or variable equation for the given signal flow graph, then we should not tell we don't know how to write. Is that fine? See, I've done all the combinations for you. Variable to signal, signal to variable, block diagram to signal, signal to block diagram. So that covers complete things. Is it okay to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So shall we go ahead with the problem? So our logic is to kind what? A block diagram, then from that transfer function. Okay, so let's try to write a block diagram, guys. So can anyone tell me how to write a block diagram for me? So what is the hint I gave? Look at this negative feedback. So it means summing point should be there. So there you can mark the summing point. So let's try to write the diagram now. So summing point is given at x1. So for this, I should provide my input R of S. Understanding how the diagram is there, same way replicant, that's it. So you did from block to signal, so no reverse process. So you can connect, see one more x2 is there, that is also summing point. That is why I told marcation of nodes plays a major role. So in between this, can you find a block called G1? Is it how it looks? Agree guys,
Yes, sir.
everyone? Good. So this is my G1. Then you can go with further G2, G3 are in series according to this flow. Later part will make it with a connection. So as of now, G2, G3 are back to back in series, G2, G3. So once we complete the diagram, we'll come to know what is going to happen. Then again, to have node at this x4, it means there should be one more summing point. I hope everyone understanding how the block diagram is written or writing.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it okay? So then followed by your G4, okay, and that goes towards output part. So this is my G4. That goes towards my output part, CRS. Okay. So now intermediate thing, so can find H1. So this is your H1, right? So can I connect H1 like this? Okay, Napa. So I need to mention this with a block called as H1. So since it is having minus, so I can write minus here. Is it okay till here? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So where is H2 guys? H2 is for this summing point, correct apa? So you can connect H2, connect back to the output. So this is your H2 with minus symbol. See, if you understand the logic, how simple it is. Then you have H3. H3 is between what and what? Between the x5 to x1. It means from this node to this node, I need to connect one block called as H3. So is it how it looks? So this is your minus symbol. Anything left out? So one thing is left out is this. Between x3 x4 there is G5, means for this connection. So between this I can trace it. So you can look at there, G5 and G3 are parallel according to diagram, right? The same way we return parallel combination. Is that okay to everyone? That completes your block diagram for the signal flow graph. Any difficulties, anyone to write this? Any
No, sir.
difficulties? Okay. So now you need to implement your logic of production technique. Tell me how many steps you are going to get for this. Look at the block diagram and tell me how many steps you are going to get. Question is, you're supposed to get a
5, sir.
transfer function. You're going to get how many?
5 steps.
5 steps. Okay. We'll try to trace it one by one. So which is first step number 1?
G5 and G3 parallels.
G5 and G3 parallel. Good. So it means this combination is what your friend is telling. So is this your step number 1, guys? Agree, everyone? So this block can be reduced to one block called as parallel. Means what? What you should
Add.
do? Good. So
Add.
this becomes G3 plus G5. So along with me, I want you to write a new diagram such a way that you can get a transfer function, because we want to compare and judge whether will you get same answer or not. Okay. So G3 plus G5 is step number 1 answer. Agree? Okay, good. Next. What is next step?
G2 H1 feedbacks.
Look at here. Okay, you're telling this one. Fine. So G2 H1 is feedback. Good. So this is step number 2. Agree? So from this, what is a single block answer, guys? I can write this as, what is the formula?
G2 divided by 1 plus H1.
Yes. So G2 divided by 1
1
plus
plus H1 G2.
H1 into G2. So this is one block answer. Okay. So do you have one more feedback path here?
Yes, sir.
So you can take this
G4
G4 H2 as one more feedback path. Agree? So if you
Yes,
write this also as one block, so check out all the 4 blocks are in series now.
Yes, sir.
Then again that will become one block is going to be feedback with this H3.
Yes, sir.
From this solution, you tell me what is the answer you're going to get. I want you to calculate this and tell me what is C of S, R of S. So we'll keep this answer one side. I hope everyone got the logic till here. See, nothing new. It's just your block diagram reduction technique, what you learned in the first part of your model number 1. I want the answer for this, guys. Tell me what is the answer. So I hope everyone got the steps right. So step number 1 was parallel combination, elimination has happened. So then step number 2, see, you can take this as step 2, this as step 3, it's left to you. Ultimately, we want to reduce that complete thing. So reduce this block, that is one more step, and similarly you can reduce this one more step. So all 4 become in series. That answer you can make it as one block, combine that with H3 and tell me what is the final answer. Is it okay? Check out the answer and tell me what is the answer, guys. Because I want this to be compared with my next procedure. So that is the end of the problem. See the length of this problem. So you can expect at least 14 marks. Just solve this and tell me what is the final answer. If you want, you can write the things in one block separately, like G equivalent and H equivalent, and tell me the final answer. Yes, guys. Anyone got the answer? So, I'm audible, guys. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you got the answer?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer, Satya? So I can find hardly 41 in the class. Okay. 11 are absent today. Fine. Just a second, Satya. Yeah. What's the answer here?
G4, G3 plus G4, G5
You're taking
divided
numerator,
by
denominator.
numerator, sir.
Repeat.
G3, G4
Okay.
plus G4, G5
Mm-hmm.
divided by
I think something
1.
missed. The numerator you are going to get G1, G2, G3, G4 plus G1, G2, G4, G5.
Sir, I cancelled G1 and G2 denominators by taking common.
You're taking G1, G2 common, huh? So denominator
Yes, sir.
every value is having G1, huh? G1, G2. Just check out once. I'll just show the answer, just check out others. Yeah. Look at this. Is this answer what you got? So G1, G2, you keep as it is and tell me, Satya, because we'll check out. I don't need to cancel anything. So just substitute the value.
G1, G2, G3, G4 plus G1, G2, G4, G5.
Okay. So is it same answer what screen is showing? Whole
Yes,
divided
sir.
by 1 plus
Yes.
G2 H1 plus G4
G2,
H2
H1.
plus G2
Yes.
G4 H1 H2. Is it same answer everyone got? Others also? Just substitute the things in the block reduction technique and tell me the answer I told. So is this your first answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now let's move on. So we'll keep this answer aside now. So because I want to analyze this with the later part. So now we'll move on with the next concept, guys. Same thing you repeat using signal flow graph now. So block diagram technique we have applied to get a transfer function and we got answer. So let's try to analyze with respect to signal flow graph procedure. So we have to get the same answer. So don't write the answer blindly. You need to prove it. Okay. So write it. The steps involved here. So first step, how many forward paths you have? You can find.
2, sir.
So you have two forward paths. Which are those? G1. The first one is straight away. It's mentioned G1, G2, G3, G4.
G3, G4.
What is Q2 guys?
G1, G2, G5, G4.
Path G1, G2, G5, G4. Correct? So these are the two possibilities what we have. G1, G2, one more.
G5, G4. Sir, G2 also.
G2 is also there.
Yeah, G1, G2, G5, G4. Okay, Napa?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So these are the two forward paths what you can find. Okay. So now next step, how many loops you can find?
4.
So 4 loops. So one is with respect to H1, G2, and one is with respect to G4 minus H2, and one is G1, G2, G3, G4 minus H3. Correct? Which is the last one? Which is the last one? So let me mark the loops, then it will be easy for you. Yes, guys, someone told number of loops are 4. So this is your loop number 1. Sign up. So this is your loop 2. So individual feedback is itself is loop, correct? Then this is your third loop. So which is the fourth one then?
Sir, through G5. You can do this.
4. If you say answer 4, you tell which is fourth one.
G1, G2, G5, G4 and back to
Minus H3. Good. So correct. So G1, G2, the path will go like this. Minus G5, again G4, and you can see the minus H3 coming back. Is it your loop 4? Agree everyone?
Yes, sir.
So there are 4 loops. We concluded L1, L2, L3, L4. Okay. So to find delta, I want 2 non-touching loops. Do you have any 2 non-touching loops? If so, which are those? Do we have 2 non-touching loops? So compare. See, how I told
loop
L1,
1 and
L2,
loop
L3.
2, sir.
So compare L1 and L2. So you can see L1 is ending here itself, L2 is here. So they are not touching. So we can conclude L1, L2 as first answer. Agree. So L1, L3 is possible? No, because it is inside that. It is like this. So L3 is here. So L1 is like this. Agree? So it is touching. So this is cancelled. Then L1, L4, that is also not possible because it is present like this. It is also touching. Agree everyone? So is it only one possible way you have or anything else you can compare? L2, L4 also
Only
not
one,
possible. L2, L3 also not possible. So we can conclude non-touching loops are 1, that is L1, L2 combination. So hence you can get the answer delta is equal to 1 minus
summation of
individual loops, that is L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4. Okay, then plus
L1 into L2.
L1,
good plus L1 L2. So you have all the answers with you. Just substitute here, get the answer of delta, keep it aside. So now tell me how it is. How many forward paths you told? You told forward paths. So it means I should find delta 1, delta 2. Yeah, delta 1, 1 minus. So any loops which are not touching the forward path 1.
all are
Any,
touching, sir.
all are touching. It means I can conclude delta 1 is equals to 1 only. Compare here only. You can see all the paths are touching each other, all loops, right? Delta 2, second,
All are touching, sir.
then delta is also equal to 1. So now substitute all this answer you're going to get. Is it matching with the first answer? That concludes the problem. Just verify, guys. Just substitute and tell me, is it matching? So you got the same answer. Just verify once and tell me.
It's the same.
Is it same answer? Good. So
Yes,
I hope
sir.
understood now. So you got the logic now. So such kind of problem, if they give the verification, whatever answer you got from block diagram and signal flow graph, both answers should be same. That's why I told methods are different, but the answer is same. So only thing you should remember is what? The different procedure to follow. So you got the idea now. So your signal flow graph was having faster compared to your block diagram technique. So this is the way you can compare block diagram and signal flow graph. So that completes your module number 2 complete revision. So next class we will start